Hey there, if you are a developer or an SEO specialist, then you have probably heard about 404, 302, 301, 200, and many more HTTP status code, right? So this should be properly implemented on the website, and if not properly implemented on the website, they might cause errors, and that will harm the website SEO. So this issue are generally seen when we have done redesign of website, migrating the website, doing the SEO tasks, and or also that can be soon when we release any major function on the website, right? So we should timely check this and properly implement them. So talking about myself, my name is Suyo Kafle and I'm the founder of Nepaya. So in this video, what we are going to brief is discuss more on the HTTP status code and how to properly implement them and fix those, right? So let us talk on first is what is HTTP status code, right? Let me okay, so I will compare the HTTP status code with the traffic signal. Why traffic signal? Because the traffic signal will indicate the vehicles. If the signal is red, that means the vehicle should be stopped. If it is yellow, the vehicle should be waiting, and if it is at red, it is at green, then the vehicle can go, right? So same way, the HTTP status code will indicate that if the web page is loaded properly, if there is any redirection in the server, if the server does not found the page, right? So this is basically called the HTTP status code, right? So let us talk about types of HTTP status code. So there are many HTTP status code, but in the broader term, if we categorize, there are 5 HTTP status code. So I'll just add them here. Okay, 36 is great number. Okay, so one XX means in the XX there are many data can be filled 100 102 103 anything, right? So it basically means the information has been received and the request has been received, but the process is ongoing. There are still the certain things that need to be done. So in those case we will get the 1xx status code, but generally we don't get this status code. So 2xx means the request has been successfully received and understood and accepted. It means the request is executed successfully, right? So 3xx means redirection. The request need and another action to be performed, that is redirection. And yeah, the 404xx is there is an error on the server, so that can be the page is not found or anything related to that. So 5xx is server error that begins with the what to say, yeah, that generally happen through the cPanel or through the technical error. This is not something that we should look. If we saw any 5xx error, then the developer should be considered in this case. So let's talk on the brief of each, right? So we'll talk from the search engine optimization point of view and as a developer. So we will talk on frequent status code that happens in our day-to-day life, right? So let me make it HTTP 200 status code. So the 200 status code, as said earlier, is pointed that the website is loaded successfully or the server has executed all the things successfully, right? So in comparison, it is in comparison with the traffic signal, it is the green signal. That means everything is go ahead or it is successful, right? So there is no issue. If you found the HTTP 200 is status code, then there is no issue, right? So we don't have many things to talk on this. So we'll move next to 3xx. So why I have write 3xx? Because 3xx, I have write 3xx because there are many, but we will talk on 301 and 302 because these are the popular one or that we face on regular day-to-day basis, right? So let us talk on 301 status code. So that is redirection. So basically 301 is redirection. I can write it here. Yeah, so it is the good word here will be permanent redirection. I think I have, yeah. So what do we mean by permanent, right? The previous page or the page that is heated on 301 is redirect to a new page, and the heated page is deleted, right? And it has redirect to new page. That means this is an permanent redirect. So it can also be temporary in the 302 case, but from an SEO point of view, we generally do 301, and because it will pass all the link juice and authority that is required, right? Because if we do temporary redirection, then there is no link juice will be passed, right? So the main difference is 301 will pass the link juice, so that means authority will be passed from that link to new link. But if we do 302, the link will not pass the authority, right? So basically that is only the difference here. 302 status code means temporary redirection. So in the meantime, if we do 302 redirection for 5-6 months, then generally Google crawler or bot will consider this as an 301 redirection because it has been many months. So yeah, but generally what we should consider is 301 redirection. So let's talk on this topic more on. So how does this 3xx status code happen? So let me make in, so let assume this is an home page and we have got 3 internal links here, that is nepaya.com/SEO, and I'll, okay, I think it oaks, okay, this oaks, okay, nepaya.com/SEO, and another one is contact us, and another one is what we can give about us. Okay, so we have 3 URLs here, and these are been given link from the home page, right? So let's check the status code of each, right? So first of all, let me go here. The status code of this is 301. Okay, it is an 301 status code, and this hit an status code of 200 status code. Okay, same for this one too. It hits an status code of 200. Okay, so what does this means, right? So we have a home page. There are 3 links, internal links in at the home page, and the 3 links have the nepaya.com/SEO, that is 301 status code, and these 2 are 200. So these are successfully loaded, so there is not much things to explain on this. So let me delete this 2 and keep this one, so that will be easier to explain you. So it will be gone to a page called nepaya.com/search engine optimization. Okay, I think you have got my point. So here what happens is, in the homepage there is an internal links called nepaya.com/SEO, and it has requested an 301 status code that will go to this URL, right? So for here what we can do to fix this issue is instead of writing SEO, because at the end it is redirecting to this page, right? So instead of doing this one, what we can directly do is remove the link of let's suppose the anchor text here is SEO. So in the anchor text SEO, we will remove this link and add the new updated link, that is this one. So what will this one do is this one will load on 200, right? So the issue will be solved here from this way. So why will we do this? Why should we need to solve the 301 status code, right? So we need to solve the 301 status code because let assume nepaya.com okay, so let's assume daily crawl budget is equal to 50. So let's assume the Google or any crawler has given the crawl budget of 50 per day for Nepaya domain. And in the 50, what we can also assume here is there are 301 URLs. So what will happen if we have 301 URLs? Then basically one crawl budget will be given here, and another will be given here. There will be two crawl budget that is spent here, right? But what if we remove this one and directly add here? So it will save our one URL, and that one crawl budget can be used for crawling on other URL of our website. So basically if the Google bot can move URL of our website, then it will be better, right? So we don't want to waste our budget on 301 URLs or any other status code that is basically not loaded successfully, right? So this is the main point why we will do 301 URLs, why we will solve the 301 URL to the 200 status code, right? So this will help in long run to optimize the link budget. So this is the thing why we will do 300 solve the issue, right? So let's talk on another topic, that is, let me copy this here so it will be easier for me to. Okay, let's talk on our this is interesting. So HTTP code of 401, 403, 404, 410. Basically this all mean not found, but there are different responses on each, so we will discuss on this. Okay, let's talk on 401 first. And okay, so what does the HTTP 401 means? So it basically mean unauthorized. So this page will only be loaded, or the content will be loaded if the user here is login. If the user is not login, then this page will not log in. This page will load the content if user have log in the platform. So we can write this. So this page will only be loaded if user will log in the platform. So why this 401 status code is important? This status code will give an, what should we call, give an indication. Okay, what is the indication? To search engines not to index these pages, because not index this page, or limiting indexing and visibility. So this will inform the search engine that not to index this page or limit the indexing or visibility, because that is something, if the user is not login, then they should not view the content, right? So this is the first one. HTTP 401 means the user should log in and view the content, and it will give an indication to the crawler or anyone to limit the indexation or not to index the page basically. So let us move on to 403, right? So okay, what I will do is, or what I can do is, yeah. So the 403 means forbidden. So what does the forbidden and forbidden means? So these two are the similar, 401 and 403, but the 403 means the user is login, user is logged, but the access to this page is not given. So I think you have got the point. In the 401, the user was not logged in at, but the user is logged in at this one, but the access is not given to this page, because there is always an hierarchy of access given, like writer access, or writer, after that SC access, or the head access, or administrator access, and so on. So 403 basically means the access to this page is not given, right? And these pages are also not indexed by the Google, because these are the content that is limited to some users only. So yeah, this is also not indexed by the Google. So another one is the very famous error that we get every day, almost every day. So that means not found. Okay, so what does the basically not found means? The server does not have information or resources about this page. So this means the server does not have any resources or information about this page. It also indicates that the page has been deleted, or it has never been on the server, or anything related to that. So likewise, it is also important to solve this issue. So we'll also move on how to solve on this issue, right? So let's solve the 404 status code, right? So what I'll do here is, I'll just copy this one, because the workflow is generally the same. So yeah, okay, so I'll same thing. So is in is okay, so nepal.com status will be given 404. Okay, this one is not needed. So what happened is, in the homepage there are 3 URLs, and there are 2 URLs of 200 status code that is probably that we don't need, so I have removed that. And there is another URL saying SEO, nepal.com/SEO, and the anchor text is SEO, right? So whenever an user or the crawler hit this anchor text, then it will go to the new page that said 404 status code. That means the server does not have this page, right? So there are two issues here. So the first one issue is the user intent. The user have clicked on the SEO because he want to learn more about the SEO, but there is no content. So after getting this 404 status code by the server, the user might get back or quit the website, right? So this is the one impact that happen if we not optimize or remove the 404 URLs. And another impact is on the daily crawl budget. If I have 50 crawl budget daily and my 30 URLs hit 404 URLs daily, then every day there is only 20 URLs that is crawled. So this is not good for us. So we want every 50 budget to be optimized properly. So what we can do here is, how can we solve the 404 status code? So let me make how to solve URLs. So what can we do to solve this URL? I'm just organizing it properly. So yeah, so there are two ways to solve this issue. So first one is by removing the link. Simply what we can do here is from the home page we can remove this link, then the issue is solved, right? So another problem is by identifying the and update the URL. So what does this means? Sorry. So this basically means, so suppose I don't have the this URL on my website, right? But what I can also have is I can have an URL that says nepaya.com/search engine optimization. So I can update the URL to this one, right? So in this way we can solve this issue, right? Okay, let's talk about 410. So this is also a popular one that we use. Okay, so what does the 410 status code means? The 410 status code means that the URL exists in the previous days, but it has been removed from the server, right? So from an 400 point of view, 410 will briefly let the crawler know that it is intentionally or it is directly deleted by the user, and this page has been gone forever. So what are the use case of this 410 URL? So basically what we know, there is an popular hack called Japanese attack or SEO attack, you can say. So whenever the Japanese attack happens, what we can also do is we can there are multiple URLs on the website that are hacked. Like we will get unnecessary URL, like let's suppose if the nepal.com is hacked by this method, then there will be something like .html. So what we can do is we can redirect this, so we can give an status code to 410, then the Google will know that this one is intentionally deleted by the user, so we don't need to index them. So this is the 410 status code, right? Okay, so on the end, what I would like you to suggest is, if you are a developer and you want to audit a whole website, if there are 301 status code or 404 URLs, then you can use this tool, Screaming Frog, href, SC ranking. So you can use any of them and fix those issues, right? So I will not cover this on this video, but you can look at the checklist or in the description that I will brief on this. How can we use the Screaming Frog or href or SC ranking tool, right? So you can use this tool to audit the status code. Or there are Google Sheet also, you can use them also if you Google. So there are many methods. I will also add Google Sheet, so it will be helpful. Okay, we are at the end of this tutorial or video, you can say. So this took me almost okay, let me check. It is 3 a.m. in the morning and I have started at 9 p.m. 3 hours, 6 hours. So this 25 minutes video has taken me 6 hours to complete this, because I was in the way of making the perfect video, but what I have realized was there is nothing called perfect. Maybe I will make the better one video tomorrow. So yeah, if you are till the end and if you found this video to be helpful for you, you can subscribe us, like us, and yes, share, comment. It was a great video. Thank you. So see you at next video. Till then, goodbye.